Well, it appears that Vice President Xi Jinping has a couple of ideas in order to improve the economy of the U.S. and China. A report which is coming to us from Ningxia TV has said that the Chinese Vice President has urged the U.S. to adjust its economic policies and structure and remove restrictions on exports to China in addressing trade imbalances between his home and host countries. Addressing a reception luncheon at a principal policy speech this past Wednesday, Xi said that China's trade surplus to GDP ratio dropped from over 7% to 2% in 2011 and moved within the reasonable range by international standards. The report goes on to say that Xi stated that it is very important for addressing China-U.S. trade imbalance that the U.S. adjusts its economic policies and structure, including removing various restrictions on exports to China, in particular, easing control on civilian high-tech exports to China as soon as possible. Xi went on to say that this will help balance China-U.S. trade, along with stimulating economic growth and job creation in the U.S., and improve the balance of U.S. international payments. Well, if you want to know more about Xi's economic points and the economic points that he made while in the U.S., be sure to tune in to BizWire later on today. Well, Chinese people aren't only paying attention to the economy, a lot of people are also starting to focus on other statements Xi made as well. An editorial which is coming to us from the Global Times has said that Chinese Vice President did say that the Pacific Ocean is big enough for both China and the U.S. The editorial goes on to say that now that China and the U.S. are coexisting and developing in the Pacific region, this momentum can continue as long as both leaders remain calm. However, it will be disastrous to all if nobody can reach a consensus. The report goes on to say that it is important that both China and the U.S. want to coexist with each other. China does not have the ambition to exclude the U.S. from anything, and it is willing to have a healthy competition with the United States. The editorial goes on to say that maintaining peace in the Pacific Ocean will not be easy, and it will depend on both China and the U.S. coming to an agreement. So it appears as though many people are also focusing on the other policies that Xi Jinping is setting for the U.S.